Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Today is our special 69th episode. So, in case you missed us in the past, we got 69 episodes that you guys can go through to check out what we got to say. That being said, how you doing today, Jay?
Sore. I got to the gym at 3, It was funny
Uh-huh.
because I walked in and then, homie there, he's like, damn, you're late. And he's like, your boy's late too. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, he just got here 10 minutes before you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Jay got there like 10 minutes before me. And then yeah, I did a double workout, and yeah, so I'm like really sore.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
really,
did a
really
double
sore.
workout because you're not going today, or is that why?
Well, I have a lot of stuff to do tonight. Yeah, so
Got you.
yeah, so I did double the workout. It was cool. My pre-workout was really good. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, man. It was a tough one,
Definitely. Definitely.
very tough one because I was very yeah. I went hard, dude.
No, it's
I
good.
went hard,
It's good.
and it was hard because it was Wednesday. For some reason I thought it was Thursday yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I did chest on Monday. So
Yeah.
trying to do, because I did back yesterday, but I was like, dude, I'm gonna do my incline too. So
Right.
doing incline, after doing chest on Monday, like my tries were so cooked,
Oh, damn.
and I still hit it tough. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I did shoulders. That's what I mean. And I did traps. Like I did a whole damn man. It was tough. It was a tough one.
Yeah, no, I bet, man. I bet.
Yeah,
At least,
man.
but you're getting it in, man. That's all that matters.
I don't play games, man. Why wouldn't I get it in?
Exactly. On my Nissan front, bro. So I'm bringing my car back tomorrow, like I told you, to get that check engine light checked out again. The new check engine light now.
I know what's the prognosis?
So
I'm curious.
it's going to be tomorrow morning where I'm going to find out.
Oh,
But
you still
but
don't know yet. Okay.
the reason I'm mentioning it is because last night I ended up hiring a lawyer, bro, because I found that there is some kind of lemon laws for like certified used cars.
Uh-huh.
So I hired a lawyer, and he's going to look into my case, and they said that they might be able to let me return the car. I don't get charged anything, and I'll be able to get a new car, a different car.
I would too, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just so much stuff that you've endured in the past week,
right.
or I should say 3 weeks now.
Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
But it's just crazy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So
Every week it was something new. I was like, Jesus, man, is this dude serious?
So there is laws, I guess, and these laws apply to especially to like Nissan, bro. I guess hella people been like suing Nissan. So like when I seen the ad for the lawyer, it was specifically for Nissan. I was like, damn, Nissan must be getting a lot of complaints if they're, you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about Nissan. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't know much about Nissan.
Well, you shouldn't get to know Nissan because it's crap.
Yeah,
Nothing to
it's
get to
not.
know about Nissan that's good anymore, man. It used to be good,
Yeah,
not anymore.
yeah.
So
I don't know. I know my pops. He had like a few cars, but he for a commuter one, he had a Nissan.
yeah, yeah,
Like as a commuter car.
yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know much about it. I never really drove it a lot.
Oh, the old school ones used to be good because
Yeah, it was old. Yeah, that's what I mean. It was
yeah
an older one, like an
they
older. I can't even remember.
they were built to cut like basically they were like right there right behind Toyota and Honda because they were Japanese. But now, bro,
That's what
like
I mean.
yeah,
Yeah,
the way that they're making the Nissans is they're just crap. They're crap like big time.
yeah. I don't know much about it. That's what I'm saying. I never have.
Yeah,
It was just only when he didn't want to drive the big block or like the other couple cars.
right.
You know.
Shout out to Ricardo Salgodi G. He says hi. What's going on? Nice to see you here. Thank you for being here. And
What
yeah,
up? What up?
very cool, very cool. Shout out to the 10 people watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so we can give this alpha to you every day. And yeah, I remember we were also talking about the earbuds last night, and I ended up purchasing some today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but I got the JBLs.
Okay.
They're called Hisense. I did hella research. They were trying to get me for $129 a pop at Best Buy.
Yeah.
But I found them on eBay for like $79, bro. So I just bought them on eBay, brand new too.
Damn. Best Buy. I haven't been to a Best dude. I haven't been to a Best Buy in so long, dude. I didn't even know they were still out here.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of it when Amazon came through in the scene, dude. Best Buy was non-existent to me.
No, I know.
I
That's what
can't
I'm
even
saying.
remember last time I've ever been to a Best Buy. I'm
They're,
like,
they're still there, and I checked on Amazon, and they were actually the same price on Amazon that they were at Best Buy because Best Buy marked them down like $20, so they were pretty much the same. But I was like, shoot, I mean, if I could pay less, even if I have to wait like a little bit, that's fine. And it's actually perfect because it's coming the day of my birthday on April 18th. So it's
oh,
like
that's cool.
I'm literally getting myself a birthday present. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Nice.
That's always good, man.
Yeah.
That's just a trip, man.
Exactly. But yeah, so I'm gonna get them, and that's gonna be good because I'm gonna use them for the show. And I think we're pretty good now. Like we're pretty clear. I don't see too much of an echo, but I think it's gonna be even better once I get that.
Yeah, I haven't heard any echo or anything, you know.
Yeah.
Just usually like later on sometimes it very little thing, but nothing crazy,
Right.
you know.
So that's good, man. We're getting it done.
Always.
Yeah. So yeah, let's move on and let's get into our Jay, did you know section or segment. I don't have too many today for Thursday, but
No, not a lot on Thursday.
not too many today, but I'll go through the some I do have. So it says, Jay, did you know that one of the Hawaiian volcanoes, ash, prompted the largest open study of phytoplankton bloom?
I did not know that.
Yep.
I did not
This
know
was
that.
in May of 2018, and I guess when the Kilauea volcano erupted,
Hmm.
yeah, it was like 5 miles high, and a new study because of that from an international team of researchers. Basically, they revealed that a rare and large summertime phytoplankton bloom in the North Pacific subtropical was prompted. They prompted that kind of study there.
Wow. I had no idea.
This one you might know. So, Jay, did you know that Waymo in San Francisco is now driving on Market Street?
Yes, I did know that.
Okay.
That's yeah. So Waymo is something I see Waymo every day.
Yeah.
Because they come around my neighborhood. I
Right.
always see them going Larkspur and then taking the freeway too.
Right.
Yeah, I believe they're expanding to Burlingame. I think Burlingham's gonna be the new city.
They're already in Palo Alto too.
Oh, yeah, so they're going all the way
They're
down.
already-
I didn't even know. No, because I've never seen a Waymo in Burlingame yet. That's why.
Oh yeah. No, they're there. I seen them. I see them on the highways now too already. Like
Yeah.
the ones on the highways, I still see them with people driving in them. So I think
So they're learning the streets.
they're
Okay.
still learning the highways. Yeah, but
Yeah. Okay.
but they're definitely getting more and more out here in the Bay. They're going to be pretty much taking over everything soon.
I've been knowing that. I told you this.
No, I know it's happening like right before our eyes. But yeah, no, before only taxis and Muni can go onto market, and now they're allowing even Waymo to go on the market. Uber drivers can even go onto market.
I know.
So that's kind of crazy. They're letting Waymo to do it, but Waymo is a TCP, so I guess that's why.
Waymo's taking all the AI is going to take over everything. That's
Yeah,
what we do.
exactly.
It's common sense.
Exactly. So amid these Trump tariffs, even though they're a little paused, did you know, Jay, that CarMax boosted newer pre-owned car inventory because of the tariff impacts and the buying trends of people right now?
I did not know that.
So basically saying that CarMax, a lot of people are trading in much newer cars now because CarMax gives more for every car than anybody else. And that's all the 15 people watching right now. If you guys ever want to sell your car and you're thinking about maybe like trading it into a dealer, look at what CarMax has to offer you first. Because being in the car business myself, people come in with CarMax quotes, and sometimes we can match them, but most of the time we can't match them even. And those people, they get pretty good quotes from CarMax. The only one thing I can suggest, though, if you are going to go that route, is to actually go to CarMax and get the quote. Don't do one of those online things, and they're going to be like, oh, this is how much you can get for your car, because they still have to inspect it, and they're always going to mark it down a little bit once they inspect the car. A lot of people come to our dealership, and they're basically like, oh, we got this quote from CarMax, and when we look at it, they're expecting like this huge amount, but they didn't even go into the CarMax and get their car appraised yet, by like a guy, like a salesman like me. And of course, no matter who, even if it's CarMax or any other person, they're going to still mark it down if you guys have a lot of dings or dents in your cars. So you got to always remember to actually go there and get the quote, not do the online thing and then just get it, because they're going to give you they're going to give you a figure that's like top dollar figure, and then that's what you're expecting from the dealer. It never actually works that way. So, but yeah, that is what it is. I seen a funny thing yesterday, Jay. Did you know that Russell Westbrook, for the last like 4 teams that he played for, every single head coach that he played for got fired?
I'm trying to think. Really?
Yeah. This was like this big old thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there was like showing like all the coaches. I'm it's going to be a long time for me to pull up all the names and stuff, but literally, starting from like I don't know if it was starting from.
Well,
Lakers.
he only played for 4 teams.
Yeah, so all 4 teams, the head coach got fired after.
Right after?
Like, I mean, as he was playing with, like, when he was playing for the team. And it was funny because the reason why I'm even bringing it up, because you know how me and you were talking about Game of Thrones and the King Slayer?
Yeah.
They're calling Westbrook the new coach Slayer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, he's only played for 4 teams. I'm trying to think. I guess so. I don't remember the. Yeah, but he played for the Clips.
Yeah, so Clips that
he didn't get fired. Did he?
When the first whoever he played with, that coach got fired. Then I think he played for Lakers. Vogel got fired.
No one got fired on the Clips.
On Clips, are you sure? Because they said that they did get fired.
I can't remember the year actually, because I thought Ty Lue's been coaching the Clips for a while.
Yeah, but I think he got clipped, right?
No, he's the coach of the Clippers.
No, I know he was, or he is now, but
he's been for a while.
Yeah.
At least since 2019, maybe 2020.
Huh.
That's what I mean. So that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. I can't remember when Russ played for the Clippers. I could have sworn that was only a couple of years ago, though.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's accurate. I don't know though. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up. Definitely.
But yeah, Ty Lue, he's coached the Clippers. Remember, he coached the Cavs, won that championship with Bron, and then right after that, he went to the Clippers.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think Russ. So Russ was at OKC, and then after OKC, where did he go? Washington. Oh, so maybe they're not counting the Clippers.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm looking right here. I think it's the last 3 coaches he played for: Mike Malone, Frank Vogel, and Scott Brooks.
Yeah. See. Okay. There you go. Yeah. But see, no, they skipped the Clippers.
Yeah, they skipped the Clippers.
See, I told you. So right after the Lakers, he went to the Clippers. Remember?
Right.
Right after, immediately after.
Exactly.
Remember? So exactly. Yeah. So they skipped that.
Damn, that's crazy, though.
That is crazy. But yeah. It's not Russ's fault, man. It's not Russ's fault. He's a good player.
Oh, I know. It's just kind of crazy that, it's like a lot of, like 3 of the last coaches that he played for got fired, like after he played for them.
Yeah, I know. That is true. That is true.
Yep. And Alyssa saying, buy a Toyota Camry C. Don't pick one in your enemy ear. Man, Alyssa, I totally agree with you about Toyotas because I know they're super long lasting, but I don't know, man. They're just so plain to me. Like I like to have I like to have a car that I don't like just get cars because of, because it's a good quality car. I get them because I like style. Like I like the style of them. There's a lot of factors to my buying process. And to be honest with you, now that I'm working for a Subaru, I'm most likely going to buy a Subaru. I got a feeling because I need to represent my brand, and I might as well like let people know, be like, yo, I got me a Subaru too, So I kind of think that's the route I might go. And if I do get a Subaru, it's either going to be a WRX or either that or like a Legacy, because the Legacies are really nice too, like sedans. But yeah, maybe we can like do my numbers, and you could tell me which Subaru year not to get, so that I know. That'd be kind of crazy, though. Yeah, I do love Toyotas, but damn, yeah, man, I don't know. They're expensive. They're like $10,000 more than every other car.
It's because they last till 400,000 miles.
I know. So they last a lot longer, but yeah, man.
They last more than any car on the market, dude.
Right.
I believe that for sure.
It is what it is. I have to think about that one. She should. Alyssa says, "Nice, just don't get the 2024." Okay, so 2024, I can't get that one.
Well, yeah, that's the Dragon year. Remember?
Oh yeah. So I don't get 2024s, right?
That's our enemy year.
Yeah, so no
Since
2024.
we're dogs. That's why.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
so maybe the 2022, the Ultima shouldn't be that big of a deal. I don't know why.
It's not about the Ultima. It's about it's probably when Nissan was founded. So you got to go back to the year that the company's founded.
Uh-huh.
That's how it works.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got to look that up.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that's pretty much all. Did you know segment? I don't really have.
It's all good, man.
Well, I guess there's one more. It says, "Oh, Jay, did you know that Michelle Obama dismisses rumors that she is divorcing Barack Obama? Did you know there was a rumor going around about that?"
I had no idea.
Okay. Well, it was just a rumor, guys. He's not getting divorced. And Jay, did you know that there was a Texas oil company that got fined $18 million for unapproved work along California coast?
No, I didn't. Unapproved work. What do you mean unapproved work?
I guess they were doing some kind of like oil, like pipeline work or something, and they were not approved to do it, and they got fined.
Oh wow. No, I had no idea.
It
Wow.
says that they were that they failed to obtain necessary permits and reviews in the controversial list to revive oil production off the Gaviota coast.
That makes sense if you don't have the permits for sure.
Like, why would you even start doing work like that? Like, what the hell are you doing?
I don't know. That's kind of crazy. I don't know why anyone would just do that.
Yeah. And Jay, did you know that Waymo's is going to begin data collection in Tokyo with driver-operated test rides? So Waymo's expanding to Tokyo soon.
I would.
Yeah.
I told you the Google AI is way too on point. They'll be everywhere.
I know.
They'll put everyone out of business, or not everyone out of business, but they'll be their levels are just too high.
Right.
They're too their AI is excellent, dude.
Exactly. Jerry, are you into bagels?
I don't buy them. Like if there's a bagel around, I'll eat it, but I don't buy it.
Okay. Have you ever tried like bagels from New York? Supposedly they're like much better or different type thing.
Yeah, I have.
Are they? Is that in your opinion? They're like much better or something or not?
I don't. Like I said, I don't eat enough bagels to know that. I've had many in New York, and I've had bagels here. I could say they're just a little tastier, if anything.
Are they?
It's probably because they were fresher, if anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. They were probably just fresher. But I'm not even a big bagel person, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but if it's there, I'll eat it. With me, it's like I don't buy certain things. I don't buy bagels.
Yeah, definitely. So, did you know, Jay, that there's a New York bagel place that I guess is super popular along a lot of the East Coast? It's called Pop-Up Bagels, and they're about to open 35 California locations.
I did not know that, but they're expanding. It's smart.
Have you tried that place or not?
No.
Okay. And Alyssa, I guess you guys are spot on because she says 1933 for Nissan founded, year of the rooster.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
There you go. And that's lucky enough that's not a direct enemy, but it's definitely one of our rival enemies.
Yeah.
It's not like the dragon. The dragon's like that would be our so for us, especially being dogs, like Beamer's our enemy car.
Uh-huh.
A BMW. But rooster, that's like another sign that we don't really like. It's tough,
Yeah.
So it's always gonna give you like a problem, basically.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
You
it
want
says, and then Alyssa says Subaru was founded in 1953. So that might be better, I guess.
I
That's the
don't know.
year of the
You should,
snake.
that's it's not terrible, but it's this is the year of the snake right now. So
Oh, okay.
it's the year after our enemy year, which is I mean it's better than not being an enemy. But
Right.
you always want to get something that's, kind of compatible with your year.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like for us, uh Fords.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, no wonder why we like Mustangs so much.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, Fords are one of our yeah. I believe Ford, and what's the other one? I can't remember the other one. Could have been Rolls. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know.
Yeah. I have to look it up. I can't remember if it was Rolls Royce or Ford or
Well, I can't afford a Rolls Royce anyway, so I'll stick with Ford.
well, I'll tell you this one day, like yeah, just if you look, because when I had my lot, I told you I've driven Rolls, Maybach, I've driven the Bentley,
yeah,
and
yeah,
man, there's nothing like it, man. But I wouldn't want, like I said, I'd want to be driven in it anyway.
right, right.
But man, the stuff they put, like, it's really, really impressive, like in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Driving those type of cars though, it's like you're driving on air, man.
Oh, I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Alyssa says that makes sense. You started working for Subaru in the snake year. Subaru should be good. Subaru or Toyota. Toyota's preferred, but Subaru's okay. And that Maserati, I believe, Jay.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'll look it up like on the weekend. You know what I mean?
Right.
Probably right after I'm doing a chef with Jeff.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That's cool. But damn, yeah. So no, because that makes sense to me now. Why you have two Mustangs?
I know. I have two.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But it's just like I never understood why I hated Beamers growing up, and then when I found that out, I was like, that makes perfect sense because I had no reason to hate it.
Yeah.
I'd be, there was a couple homegirls I knew that had them, and I would be in it, and I'd be like, I didn't feel good in it. I was like, man, I don't like this. Never liked it,
Right.
Even when I was driven around in it, I was like, I never liked it.
Definitely.
And I never knew what the hype was about. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
All right. Well, I got one last. Jay, did you know? And that's Jay. Did you know that there's a Top Gun 3 in the making?
I did.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tom Cruise isn't stupid.
Have you seen the trailer?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have not seen the trailer. I read about it.
Oh, you just read about it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we should watch the trailer then.
Anytime, man.
Let's pull it up real
Anytime,
quick.
Man.
Let's
Anytime.
pull it up. It says that's a concept diversion trailer, though. I don't know if that's going to be the same thing or not. If it says concept trailer, it could be just the concept of the actual movie, but not the actual like what.
It could be someone. It could be or someone put it together. You never know.
That's what I'm thinking. But why not? Let's do it. Let's do it for the Average Day Joes real quick. Show them what is in store. All right, here we go real quick. Show you guys. This is top 13 concept.
The sky is what I was made for. I want to die, serving my family and my country.
Are you sure you still can handle this?
I have no choice. Pete, this can be your last mission. I promise. I won't let you down. Day by day, the best of us go and don't return. but we must move on.
What you think, Jay?
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I
you
was
gonna
waiting
watch
for the music. I was waiting for the music.
the
I
music?
wanted to get. I was about to get pumped. I was about to be like, "Come on, you know when they start, you know."
It's probably because it's the concept trailer only, you know.
Yeah, I was waiting for you know what I was waiting for.
Yeah,
I always remember from the first one,
right,
like when they fire up the jets and then, you know what I mean.
right.
Got to have some danger zone on, man.
I know, right?
Shit gets me hyped, dude. Like, you
Right,
know what I mean? Gets me
right.
super hyped.
There's I don't know if you know, well, this is not even part of the segment anymore, but it was kind of cool because on my birthday, April 18th, there's a brand new movie coming out, and I hella want to see this movie, bro. Uh,
What?
it's called Sinners with Michael B. Jordan,
Okay.
and they got Haley Steinfeld and Lee Jun Lee and Omar Benson Miller's in it. It's
I don't
pretty
know.
cool. It's basically like Michael B. Jordan is like an old school like a gangster type dude, you know, like this is like it looks like it's like from the 1930s or 20s type movie, you know.
Okay.
But it's basically what it's about is he's Michael B. Jordan is trying to leave their troubled lives behind. Twin brothers return to their hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have no idea. Never heard of
I'm gonna definitely take. I told the wife to take me to see that for my birthday.
it.
So,
There you go.
well, what I'll do with this film though is I'll play the trailer for us at the end of our show today, so that way
Yeah.
we're not like wasting all the time right now. But that'll be like something nice to like see. I want to show you what the trailer is, in case
For
you
sure.
want to, in case you want to do a double date and join us
Cool.
for my birthday.
Why not? Why not?
And we're gonna have alkaline apple pie as well.
What?
I'm making alkaline apple pie because I can't eat regular pie, so I
Oh
have to
yeah.
have alkaline apple pie.
Whatever you say, bro. Whatever. Like whatever you say, bro.
It's in the apples. It's all in the apples. How you make the apples.
It's all good, bro.
All right, man. Well, let's get into NBA scores. What's going on in the NBA, man?
Only one game on right now. We got the T-Wolves and Grizzlies. So Ant-Man against Ja. And the T-Wolves are up 134-122.
Oh, wow.
2 minutes left. That's a big game too because they're playing for position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So obviously they're both going to be in the playoffs, but it's just about positioning. So it's it's pretty big game, big game. So yeah, that's yeah. Since the I'll talk about it after though. But then the Pistons beat the Knicks. That's one of the top trends right now because that's a potential first round matchup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Pistons did good, looking good against the Knicks. Cade
What
Cunningham did really good.
was the score?
115-106.
Okay.
They did good. So the Pacers beat the Cavs. That don't mean nothing. 114-112. I don't even know if the Cavs played their top players. So
Yeah.
the Hawks beat the Nets 133-109, and the Bucks beat the Pelicans 136-111.
Right.
That's all that was today.
Nice. And who won yesterday?
Let's see. The Magic had beat the Celtics. Remember, they didn't play their starters. The Sixers beat the Wizards. The Raptors beat the Hornets. Lakers beat the Mavericks. The Bulls beat the Heat. The Jazz beat the Blazers in overtime. The Spurs ended up beating the Warriors at the last second. The ex-Warrior hit a three. Harrison Barnes.
Is that going to do anything to their standing or no?
Yes, very bad loss for them, dude. Very bad loss.
What
because
is that?
the Clippers won, and so all the Clippers won, Thunder won, and Nuggets won, but it's because it dropped them. So, now the Warriors are in the play-in.
Oh, really? They're a play tournament now. Oh, damn.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it depends now if they so Minnesota's about to beat Memphis, right? That'll propel the Warriors back up.
Yep.
So it's going seesaw back and forth.
Yeah, definitely.
You know. So we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, it's the West is crazy. So yeah. So Memphis losing is good for the Warriors. They'll be back up. So, but man, this yeah, it's crazy how close that is, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's so close. But yeah, so there's a minute and a half left, and the T-Wolves, yeah, they did the Warriors a favor right here
Definitely.
because you can't. They lost to the Spurs, dude. That was really bad.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but Harrison Barnes, he did that on purpose, man. You know, he used to play for the Warriors,
Oh, I know.
so hitting that trade probably felt really good for him.
And I mean, and the Spurs in general did really good. Harrison Barnes had 20. You had Stefan Castle had 21. Keldon Johnson had 21. They actually all did really they had multiple players doing good.
But you can't be doing that. You can't be losing to the Spurs, dude. Especially when they're trying to lose. Not trying to lose, but you know they don't have their all-star, their big dude. You know.
Yeah.
So
they didn't. It looks like for the Warriors, they just didn't have anybody to really get their rebounds because Kevin Looney only had 2 rebounds and 2 points in yesterday's game. And then you had Butler had 28 points, Steph Curry had 30, but then with the last few games you had Brandon Podziemski doing a lot of dirt to kind of get him to the wins as well, but he didn't really do much for the Spurs against the Spurs. He only had 7 points that game.
That's when you're not consistent. That's a big problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Sucks.
But you did have Buddy Hield with 12 points and Kuminga had 12 points, so that kind of made up a little.
With 12 points, it's not enough.
It's not, but both of them together, that's 24 points, and then all they needed is Podziemski to make that extra 5-6 points, and they would have won.
Yeah.
But he didn't come through for them.
I know that's a hard loss, man. But they're thankful enough the Wolves beating the Grizzlies.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? But
so does that mean? What does that mean if the Wolves beat the Grizzlies, that they're not going to be in the play-in tournament no more, or what does that mean?
It means the Warriors will go up a seed and the Grizzlies will drop down.
Oh, so they'll be in the play-in tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
Yeah. So it's it's crazy. It's like I said, it's really really close. And then I honestly think there's 2 games left. I think 2 or 3 games, but I honestly think I think it's going to play out from the standings. I think we're going to see, because I think I'm going to see Denver in the 3rd seed and the Lakers the 4th seed. That's what I believe.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but that's what I really see happening.
Right.
Because then it would be the Battle of LA, Lakers Clips, 4 or 5.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, and then you'll see Nuggets Warriors.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But if that doesn't play out, then it'll be Lakers Warriors.
Oh, okay.
And then Nuggets Clippers, which is still a good series too.
Yeah. Either way, either or. Yeah. I'll take it either or.
Yeah, it all depends on that Houston game. So the Lakers play the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see, and if it all depends on the Rockets.
Right.
If the Rockets want to be like, hey, dude, we should knock this team down a lower seed. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? We'll see how they play them. It's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Especially because there's only a couple games left.
For sure.
Yeah, man. That's gonna be a tough game.
Any notable games for tomorrow that you're gonna be watching?
Yeah, I just said it. So the Rockets Lakers.
Just that one.
That's a big game, and then the Warriors should beat the Blazers. That should be and then Clippers. They should beat the Kings. And then I'd say Grizzlies Nuggets. I think the Nuggets are going to beat the Grizzlies. Those are all the notable games for sure. All the Western games, because Celtics Hornets, I don't even know if the Celtics are playing anyone. You know, they're resting. The Knicks and Cavs, I don't think anyone will be playing anyone there anyway. That's what I mean. Because there's only a couple games left until the playoffs. Playoffs start next week.
Oh, okay. What about Raptors Mavericks? Anything worthwhile there or no?
No, the Mavericks are already they're already locked in at the 10th seed.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't matter. They're 10. You know, I don't think they care.
Gotcha.
because they're in the play-in no matter what. So, yeah. So the play-in tournaments start next week.
Okay.
So we'll be. Yeah, it should be interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Should be very good. I'm really curious to see how the seeding goes in the West.
Hell yeah. And
You know what I mean?
no, definitely. And we do have Alyssa confirming our double date. She says, yes, we in for the B-Day double date. So, yeah, man. Looks like you in, brother, even if you didn't make up your mind.
Yeah, a little funny, bro.
We can do it on the weekend, though, like on a Saturday or something, you know? That'll be on a Friday. We do it like on a Saturday. Go see
Whatever, man.
Seeing
Whatever.
it. What's up with
Whenever.
what's up with the MLB, man? What's up with the games there today?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to check it out myself right now because nothing was trending from MLB, which is weird.
Oh, okay.
There's only one game live right now in the 9th inning, and that's the Phillies and Braves. It's 1-1.
Oh, wow. It says it's delayed. I wonder why.
Weather?
Just because weather?
Yeah. They'll finish it, but it could be delayed.
Yeah.
But yeah, weather, I'm sure of it.
Okay.
The Angels beat the Rays 11-1.
Wow.
Guardians beat the White Sox 6-1. The Royals beat the Twins 3-2. The Rockies beat the Brewers 7-2. And the Red Sox beat the Blue Jays 4-3 in 10 innings. So there wasn't a lot of games today at all. Wow.
Not at all, yeah.
Weird. Yeah, it was very quiet today.
Right.
Quiet in the NBA, quiet in the MLB. That's weird. Very quiet there.
It
Very
is.
odd.
It
It's very. It's just a quiet day, I guess, man.
Yeah, one of those days, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's weird.
All right.
But that's all. Yeah, that's all. That's all that's going on.
Well, yeah. Let's move on then, and let me get into some crazy news. So, looks like we got another incident on the Hudson River. For all of you who don't know, it looks like we had a helicopter crash on the Hudson today. Did you hear about that or no?
I did.
So it says
I heard about it.
a Siemens executive, his family, and their pilot are dead after a helicopter crashes into the Hudson River. Spectators watched the helicopter as it dropped from the sky and slammed into the river upside down. The victims included Agustin Escobar, a Siemens executive, and his family, according to a law enforcement official. The family was visiting from Spain. It says that while not much is known about why the helicopter crashed, its staggering descent from the sky shocked witnesses as first responders did what they could to rescue the victims. 4 victims were declared dead on the scene, and an additional 2 people were taken to local hospitals. 2 children were taken to the Jersey City Medical Center, before being pronounced dead. And President Trump also sent out his condolences, saying God bless the families and friends of the victims. The helicopter, operated by the tour company New York Helicopter Charter, is currently submerged in the river. And then this is a picture of the helicopter. You guys can see it for yourselves. For me and you, we always have to question that. Do you know what Siemens, what is it that they do? Because that's kind of fishy to me, man.
What?
Siemens, what is that company? Siemens, what is that? What did they do?
I don't know.
Because I know it's a pretty big company.
Yeah, it is. I've seen it 1,000 times. I just don't know.
Yeah. Siemens. I wonder. It's a German multinational technology conglomerate. It is focused on industrial automation, distributed energy resources, rail transport, and health technology.
I could have told you it was something tech because it's always, we see it everywhere.
So what do you think, man? Is your conspiracy radar ringing on this one or not?
No, I'd have to do research. I don't even know who was in there that died.
One of the executive of Siemens.
One of the people was an executive. That's
his whole family.
So his whole family.
Him and his whole family were in that helicopter.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder what else he was doing. Like what other business he was doing.
I wonder.
It's interesting. So him and his whole family. Wow.
Yeah.
For some reason, I didn't know that they were all related. I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I see that. I don't know, man. In today's day and age, for stuff like that to happen, it's not like it didn't even say there was bad weather or nothing. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of fishy to me, man. Like you know what I mean?
There wasn't bad weather.
Yeah. It's always. It's like when that happens, it's always like some prominent names. You know what I mean? Like that are in that kind of like chopper or something. So
Well, that's what I mean. I wonder what he was involved in.
yeah, must have been something. Must have been something.
It's just crazy.
I might have to do a conspiracy on that one tomorrow.
You
Pull up
could.
the name. RIP to that guy, though. You know that sucks, man. Sucks for him and his family.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's terrible.
I will look that up. I definitely now that we talk about it, I'm gonna give it to the Average Day Joes tomorrow. We're gonna do it nice and fresh, and I'm gonna try to pull up any information I can about him and see if we can connect the dots on that one.
You should, because that's fucked up. I didn't even know it was a guy in his family.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I know. All right, well, let's move on and talk about some Mars news. What's going on in Mars, brother?
Elon, bro. SpaceX. So, Starship to Mars. He's gonna send Optimus robots. You know, all his robots that are launching.
Yeah.
He's gonna send a bunch of them out there before the end of 2026.
Oh wow, pretty soon.
Yeah. So by the end of next year, they'll be he'll have all his robots on Mars. Not all, but you know, a good amount of them.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I mean? So they'll be able to get the Martian terrain. They'll be able to gather data and get us prepped for human missions. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's gonna be it's there, bro. It's here now. So pretty exciting stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
I did I did the right thing because remember how I told you yesterday that I had a big talk with my mom's and she was going to invest 10 G's into XRP.
Yeah.
Well, I convinced her today to take at least to not do the whole 10 to at least put 1,000 because I basically convinced her to put a G into Doge, you know, at these prices right now. So
you want to that'll definitely go up later.
So now she's gonna have 9 G's in XRP plus the one in Doge because Doge, I mean, you know, it's at 17 cents today when I checked, so she's getting a bunch of it anyway for a G. You know?
I know.
She's.
I have a lot. I've had a lot of it.
Exactly, and then whatever happens that are good news with Elon and like Starship, I mean, you know, all that stuff.
All that always goes up.
Just boost Doge, you know.
Always.
That's like
it always has.
Yeah, and just like we were talking about yesterday, we don't have a direct way to invest in SpaceX, but Doge is an indirect way of doing it. You know,
of course, because he's always been, you know, he's always tweeted the memes of Doge,
right?
So he's always been on point with it. It's hella cool. Exactly. You know what I mean? I remember. That's what I mean. I was so happy when it got to 1 cent.
Oh, I know.
I was like, yes. Now get up to 10, you know?
Right.
You know, that's what I mean. Can't lose, man. If you're getting something very early, it's like, man, you know.
Exactly.
Like, it's at 17 cents now, and I'm still like, cool, for sure, you know.
I know. That's what I did with this one. It's called like Cubetex or something. And they have yet to launch. They're not even on the crypto market yet, but I got in maybe like 6 months ago when it was at like 0.00010.
Oh yeah.
And then every like few days they raise the price of the initial offering. So now you know every few days you have to put in more money. Like you're not getting as much for your money. And then when they do finally launch, they're supposed to launch in like August. It's going to be at like $1 where they're planning to launch at. So I got a really good price on that one. You know.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So what is he planning on doing with the robots on Mars that he's sending to?
I told you they gotta search the Martian terrain. They're gonna gather data and they're gonna prepare for the humans, you know, us, for colonization.
So are they gonna have the robots building shit as well or not? Like
no, I don't believe so. I believe they're gonna search out the areas, see all the terrain, gather up all the data, see the best areas, and then okay, this is perfect for human colonization, like colonization, like right here.
How long do you think they would take the robots to do that? And like, does he say how many robots he's sending up and stuff or no?
No, I'm guessing however many fit in the Starship.
Okay.
That's what I'm believing.
Right.
So it'll be a good amount. enough to get all the data and everything. So,
Let me ask you this. Let's say one of his robots, because they're going to have cameras, so they're going to be able to see exactly what each robot is doing.
Everything.
What do you think? This is like a 2-question thing. One of the questions was if they find some like ancient civilization type stuff there, will they show it to us? And the other one is if one of the robots gets attacked by something, will they let us know? Maybe like
they won't.
No, none of that. They'll keep it all hidden.
Yep.
But if, like, let's say a robot does get attacked, do you think that they'll still like try to colonize Mars or no? Do you think they'll be like, oh, we got to scrap this? It's not going to work out.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
They're going to find a spot that's, uninhabitable, let's say, because I believe there's entities there for sure.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Of course. Like I said, man, there's that whole theory that I believe that we came from over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if one of the reasons Elon is going out there is to see if like that whole planet is built on like on lithium, and then he's going to be like, oh, by the way, Mars is actually all lithium deposits everywhere, and we're about to start digging, with these robots.
Oh, yeah. It's dope, man. I like I said, I'm not mad. I think it's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That'd
be cool.
That would actually be a good conspiracy too, to like try to see if we can unmask what happened on Mars from back in the day, because supposedly, like you said, there was some kind of nuclear war or something that might have happened.
There was. I mean, there was some war, and then I believe we migrated from there to here.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
That was crazy, man. The shit that could have been,
No, I know. But hey, going back now.
Yeah. Going back home.
He's gonna have a lot of people signed up to go out there anyway. He already does.
Oh yeah,
he'll be fine. That's what I mean. He'll be fine.
That's for sure.
There's gonna be a lot of people that they're gonna roll up there. So.
Oh, I know.
They'll get it all set up.
Yeah, definitely.
Remember, those robots are gonna be very advanced within the next year.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're already like getting more advanced. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's pretty impressive, man. iRobot life.
iRobot. Shout out to the 27 people watching, and let's get into some celebrity news real quick. So this is kind of crazy news. Let me pull this up for you guys. So have you ever heard of the band Weezer?
Of course, man. Buddy Holly. Come on, man. They have so many hits, bro.
Yeah. So I guess today Weezer Bassett's wife got shot by LA police, and then she got booked for attempted murder.
Hold on, what?
Yeah.
Hold on, who?
It says right here, Jillian Schreiner, wife of Weezer bassist.
The bass guitarist?
Yeah. So this is the wife of him, right?
I don't know. I don't know if that's the wife. I don't know, but I know Weezer.
Weezer.
Wow.
So it says Jillian Schreiner, wife of Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner, was the uninvolved woman shot by police and now faces charges of attempted murder. It says that on April 8th, on the 134 freeway, California Highway Patrol responded to reports of a 3-car crash in which 3 males in one of the involved vehicles fled the freeway on foot. One of the suspects, who was chased off the freeway by a brother and sister who witnessed the crash, got into the Eagle Rock neighborhood, stripped down to his boxers, jumped into a resident's pool, and watered their garden in an attempt to blend in. While police were searching backyards for that suspect in the area, the bassist's wife allegedly emerged from her home next door, armed with a gun. Police said that she refused multiple orders to drop the firearm before pointing it at the officers, prompting them to open fire. The 51-year-old was struck in the shoulder by police gunfire and retreated into her home.
But she didn't die, right?
She didn't die. She just got hit.
Okay, good. Yeah, she has every right to come out like that, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And this,
Beverly Hills.
yeah, and this is a picture of them too right here. I got a picture up for if you guys don't know. That's them right there. I can make it that bigger for you guys.
I like a lot of Weezer songs, bro.
No, me too. Me too. That's crazy though, bro. Like now she's getting booked for attempted murder. Like
she shouldn't get. What do you mean attempted? Well, no, she didn't shoot at the cops, did she?
She didn't shoot at him. She just pointed a gun at him, and they're trying to get her for attempted murder for that.
Yeah, but she's got, dude. She's not going to get booked for that.
She'll get off with the lawyers. And
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. She'll just have to pay some fees, but she'll be fine.
No, that's just crazy, bro. Like, I mean, she probably saw that somebody jumped over the fence and did
exactly
all that,
and brought her fucking weapon out. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I'm saying. She had every right to do that.
That's what I mean. That's why I was like, they shot her. Why'd they shoot her? That's what's weird.
That sucks. I guess, yeah. At that point,
she'll sue. She could sue.
Exactly. And at that point, you don't know, like, if there was a guy trying to blend in with my neighbor, how am I going to know if the cops are real cops or they're trying to blend in?
Yeah. Like, what if he was? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's BS, bro.
She'll get off and she'll probably sue them, make some money.
I think so. Thankfully, they didn't kill her, bro. That's the one thing. You know?
Yeah, that's why I said when you were talking about it, I was like, hopefully she didn't die, dude. I was like, what the hell? I was shocked. I was like, no way.
Right.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I've been listening to Weezer a long time, man.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right. Well, yeah, that is our celebrity news. Let's move on and talk about some federal funding that might be able to.
President Trump, he plans to withhold funding from all sanctuary cities. He announced it today. He's working on an executive order to withhold the federal funding. So it aims to address what President Trump describes as death traps in sanctuary cities. So I get it. You know, San Francisco, is a sanctuary city.
Yeah.
So I totally get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and unless you, I see what goes down in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? Like, so being here, we see firsthand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see how they treat things in San Francisco, and obviously, I love SF, but I'm someone that knows how to get around, make my bread, and not let any of the criminals or vagrants get to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I have that sternness in me. If a vagrant ever come up to me, I'll knock them out. You know what I'm saying? But not a lot of people can live like that. You know what I mean? They're because vagrants get away with everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to have that mentality of so I know how to live with that mentality out here.
Right.
But not the common folk know how to do that. You know what I mean?
True.
So I get where he's going with the withholding the funding from sanctuary cities.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. So I believe he will get that done.
And there's a lot of cities that are sanctuary cities, right?
You already know exactly. You could tell what type of cities they are. They're going to be the Frisco, LA, Chi, in
Seattle,
NY, you know what I mean? Exactly. Seattle, Port. That's what I mean. You already know which ones are sanctuary. You could already know, just by what goes on. It's very simple.
Definitely.
Very, very simple. You know what I mean?
You know what?
He'll get it done.
One thing I did notice is that lately a lot of the if you go on to a lot of social media platforms, all of them have some kind of commercials for hiring police right now, and I think they're really trying to hire a bunch of police for all these type of cities, because they're really trying to crack down on a lot of the crime now.
I voted for it. Remember?
That's what I'm saying. You see that they're doing it.
So I'm glad, I'm a magnet for vagrants at night, bro. Just the other night, I'm in Walgreens, bro. 3:30 in the morning, dude. Tell me why I'm the only one in here, and then this vagrant comes through and starts taking everything, bro.
Oh, dude.
Big ass bag, and I'm like, what am I? What the fuck? Why do I see this shit? All of a sudden, bro. No, SF, South San Francisco.
Oh, South.
Where my boy's a sheriff, or not sheriff, but a sergeant. Why these two South City cops come in literally 5 minutes after me and just tackle this vagrant right in the middle of Walgreens? I'm like, dude, I'm really watching this right now, bro.
Yeah.
This dude would not. Because they were like, put it down. He had a huge bag, bro. huge fucking bag, and I'm like, is the shit? And like, I've been in there when I've seen that, and I'm like, I don't want to knock this vagrant out, just So finally, there wasn't any dudes there working. There was females.
Oh, okay.
Like, so I had 3 females there. Obviously, they called the cops. Obviously, because what are they going to do to some guy with a big ass bag? So these 2 cops come in and just boom, barrel this guy. I'm here watching like, bro, I just need some laundry detergent and a little snack, And I'm like, oh my god, bro.
That's great.
The shit I see the shit like all the time, dude. Like, I'd be like the best cop, honestly, man, because I see shit every night I go out. I'm like, fuck, like it's crazy. Like, what are the odds? My boy knows, because sometimes I'll be talking to my boy on the phone, and I see the craziest shit all around SF everywhere. Just like, dude, really? It's like at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm like, oh my god,
Right.
I see everything. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, that was in Walgreens in South San Francisco.
Oh, okay. It was
Because
crazy.
there's 24 right there, in Westboro, right next to Phil's.
So they tackled him?
Yeah, they had to. He wasn't listening.
That's great.
Like, put it down, and he kept going, just grabbing things, putting it in his back, boom, just knocked right out, bro. This dude just fell right. They just tackled him, bro.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
it's like he's like halfway down, like his legs on the air. I'm like, oh my god, dude. Like, I don't understand, bro.
He probably thought he was in San Francisco, not South San Francisco. He probably screwed that up, because San Francisco, they're not like that. The cops ain't like that.
I voted for it, so it's different. They better be like that. I voted for it. I bet. Yeah, I think it's changed. Dude, have you ever been SF lately?
Not
I
really.
see. So, dude, like, there's so many more cops, and they actually do shit now.
Yeah, I did see that there's a lot more cops. Yeah.
Yeah, so I voted for it, and also that, like I said, it's President Trump now, so they kind of have more like, okay, you need to,
Yeah.
crack it down.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? We can't have this shit no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
Clean
good.
up. We don't want a fucking shithole. The shit's fucking trash, dude.
Right.
So it's good. I'm glad they're cleaning it up, man.
Oh, for sure.
Because, man, I'm tired of seeing that shit, dude. Why should I have to pay everything? You know what I mean? And then vagrants come through and just steal stuff, bro. No, that's not how it works.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's makes me hella mad.
I know.
Like I said, man, every time I do see a vagrant trying to take stuff, I'm like, don't look at me, dog. I'll knock you out and take it from you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, just leave me alone. But yeah, so it's cool seeing the cops doing their job, doing their work.
Yeah, definitely. That's good, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is good, man, because like I said, it scares a lot of the common folk, man.
No, yeah.
It really does. You know what I'm saying? And people shouldn't be walking around scared.
Right. True.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that is our Trump news, and let's get into Jay's movie of the day with Mr. Montana.
Yeah, I was just in that mode, man. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those modes, man, where you it's something I used to watch when I was coming up. So definitely one of my favorite movies. I haven't seen in a long time, actually.
I know.
I'm glad you noticed, though. I didn't know if you could tell.
That movie was like a first of its kind for that year, where it kind of like shocked people, because you had that whole scene at the beginning and stuff, like with the chainsaw and stuff, and I think definitely, but it did portray Miami like as it was as well, It's almost like a true story type thing.
I know.
So yeah, it's kind of funny because it was like it showed the real deal, and people like that's like the opening. That movie is basically the portrayal of like the opening of this new action type movies that came out after that, So
I'd say so. Well, I mean, it's also like like the whole story coming up from really the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
But then getting too greedy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When you get too greedy, like then yeah. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite movies, bro.
In that movie in particular, though, I totally like I agree with you on the whole greedy part, and like the whole part where you don't ever see really drug dealers that are like old men type thing or old people.
Yeah.
But to be fair, for Tony Montana's sake, he didn't. To me, it's not that he got over greedy. It was that he didn't want to kill the child that was in that car that he had to put the bomb under, and that's where he got screwed up because then Mr. Sosa, he got hella pissed off, and that's where you know what I mean. That's where Tony he tried to explain himself to him, and he didn't let him, and then he got hot.
There is no explaining.
Of course,
There's no explaining.
But-
He was supposed to do a job.
Of course, but he's so like him and Michelle Pfeiffer. I forgot Elvira. They were supposed to he'd been trying to have kids with her, and so he was really into kids and stuff. And then when he found out that there was a kid in that car, he couldn't do the
Yeah,
job.
I totally get it. But that wasn't discussed. That was
Totally.
the job was to kill, boom, 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 and that's it.
But
You know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying is in that movie in particular, it wasn't because of the greed as much as it was that he just didn't get the job done that he was supposed to get done.
I don't know. I'm not going with it. Greed is a big factor.
It is,
You know what I mean?
but it wasn't the main factor in this movie. I'm not saying in real life it's not. Usually,
Oh yeah. Yeah, in this movie, someone who is a certified killer, you know what I mean, has a conscience, like just at one certain moment, doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's probably the one part of the movie I did not agree with.
9.9. I already know.
Exactly. That's the one part of the movie I was like, bro, you done killed so many people, right, to come up to where you are. And now you have an attack of morality?
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, I get it. I totally understand it. Yeah, okay, I don't want to kill kids. Okay, cool. So, figure it out. And then, but I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you could have done any other thing. Literally, that's the one part that pisses me off. Like, you could have literally stopped right in front of the damn car, shot the dude, and left.
Right.
Literally. Who cares? I got all this money. I've done this before. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? It wouldn't have mattered.
True.
Yeah, the only thing that mattered was finding the damn bomb underneath.
Right.
That's what I mean. It wouldn't have mattered at all. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
And so for the people that don't know, what is this movie about?
So the movie's Scarface, and it's about Cuban refugees that migrate to Miami. That they're kind of involved in the drug trade, and they want to come up as, I'd say, mob bosses, not mob bosses, but like big time bosses. So they end up working for a prolific drug dealer. And, since he has a lot of charisma and he really is not scared of anyone, he ends up making deals with bigger people that are above his boss. And, the person who brought him up, gave him a shot, gets really mad about it. So he tries to set him up to kill him. And yeah, just that's how the whole movie works after that, watching your back, making big deals, and then just from the bottom to the top, making a lot of money.
Exactly.
But a lot of chaos, a lot of action, a lot of double crossing, and then like I said, a lot of greed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it works, man. Money gets to people's heads.
Exactly.
That's all it is. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's one of those films that, like you said, it was a generational film.
Yeah.
I think everyone's seen Scarface, man. Everybody.
For sure.
And I think it either hits you like that, where it's like, damn, man, okay, you want to come up, or it's just like, damn, this is just good film.
Yep.
Solid film though.
What do you rate the movie 1 to 10?
9.9.
I
don't like that one part. That one part just irritated me.
I'll give it myself a 9.8 because there's one other part that irritated me a little bit.
I already know what part you're gonna say.
Which one? Maybe we have the same thought on this.
Yeah, you're mad because he kills his boy that dated his sister.
So not that exact part, but just the part before that where him and they have that whole scene of like the sister and him, and it was like a very slow scene. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think they could have cut out a lot of the whole like him and his sister interactions, you know,
Uh-huh.
and they could have just like made it a little bit more action packed. But like the whole part of him visiting his mom and his mom, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It was just a very that one part just got like a little slow for me, and I was like, man, like this is such an action
It
movie.
was it was slow, but it has to do with storyline.
I totally
You know,
understand that, but
that's all.
they could have still made the storyline and cut some of that out. Like they
Yeah.
did a little bit too much of the sister, and then
Yeah.
it almost got kind of weird. Like if he wanted to be with his own sister, like even remember that one part where it says like, well, "You won't let me be with anybody." Like, what do you want me? Like, remember that part and stuff. Like, it got
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that was towards the end of the movie, but
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, because the way they made the whole relationship with him and his sister, it was just,
Yeah.
mom, it's just kind of weird, bro.
Yeah, he just he looked out for her. That's it.
Yeah, but that's
know.
more than looking out, bro. Like he killed his own boy because he was looking out for her, you know. So
Well, I mean, he warned them earlier in the movie.
I understand, but it was just a
Yeah,
little.
I mean, like it's like you could have anyone else, bro. Don't ever. He warned them.
Yeah.
She's not for you. Like he literally warned them earlier, man. That's that dude's fault, man. Don't mess with the wrong person.
No, and I totally understand, but anybody
Yeah.
that tried to mess with her, he would like be like that. He would like be so against it. So it's not.
No, I mean he saw her, messing with some dude in a toilet, bro. Like I mean, that's what big brothers do.
I mean, it was like a club, you know.
Doesn't matter. Still being a little hoe bag in a toilet. He was regulating. So I mean, he was just playing Big Brother. That's it.
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Whole bags.
You gotta the what?
Whole bags be whole bags, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's his kid sister. So he doesn't want his kid sister being a hoe bag. There you go.
No,
I get it, man. It's Tony Montana, bro.
Right.
You know. But yeah, so I didn't like that part either that you're talking about, the whole like, the messing with when she said that, I was like, what the hell is she talking about?
Right.
Weird, very weird.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't like that part either. But
that's why I give it a 9.8. But movie for that time, probably one of the best movies of that time, definitely.
Without a doubt, it started the whole era, like you said. It literally started that whole era.
Exactly.
Like I said, it doesn't get much better than that, man.
What was like? I guess I could say like your favorite like funny part of that movie.
Funny part?
Yeah, like a favorite funny part of that movie.
When
I want to see if we have the same. If we thinking the same on this one.
When Tony's talking to the little kid, he's like, "Hey, you want to see my friend get slapped?"
I was thinking too. Dude sticks out his tongue and stuff, man. Gets slapped.
And she slaps him right in the face.
Oh,
Lesbian. That shit was hella funny, bro.
Dude.
That shit was classic, bro.
Yeah,
hella funny. It was such a good movie.
Yeah.
Classic movie, man.
I also hella liked when they finally took out, Mr. Lopez right there. They took him out, and then
as well as they should have. He set him up.
No, I know, but then I like that part. That's kind of funny too. And then the last man standing for Mr. Lopez is Ernie, and then they're like, "What should we do with him?" And then he's like, "You want a job, Ernie?
You want a job?" He's like, "Hey, you just got a job."
Yeah, me too.
Well, he was always a solid dude.
No, I know. Ernie's solid, man.
Yeah. Classic film, bro. Classic film.
Speaking about saying the name Ernie makes me think of another movie that you should probably put on one day, and that's Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you got to put
that
that
on. One of my favorites too. One of my favorites.
Yeah, such a classic.
It's funny. Yeah, it's very classic.
So
this movie just it's just like I said, generational.
Yeah.
You don't get these all the time.
So yeah, I think for this movie, since we already did Al Pacino, let's do Stephen Bauer. Let's do his boy.
We could, or we could do Michelle Pfeiffer. We did, huh?
Yeah, we did Michelle Pfeiffer as well.
That's right, we did. I forgot about that.
So let's do Stephen Bauer. Manny Rivera.
Fuck, man. He wasn't a lot of shit. I have to think.
It's all good.
That's a tough one, man.
If we say your favorite movie of his, that'll be this one, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think of another one that I don't know because he's in so many random things. I even remember him in Breaking Bad.
I was gonna say that one that was gonna be one of my favorites.
Yeah, not that wouldn't be my favorite. That would be my underrated
Oh, underrated. Okay, so
because that was in like season 5
right.
or whatever. I remember I was like, oh shit, Manny.
Okay,
But yeah,
give you that
I
one.
can't. I'm trying to remember like even all his movies. Like, but yeah, I'd probably say this is my favorite. I can't. That would be my underrated one though.
That's cool. So okay, so you got Scarface as your favorite of him in it, and then Breaking Bad with
Yeah, it's the underrated, but that's not a movie. That's a series.
which is okay. I mean, either way because it's
Yeah,
still.
yeah. I got you.
And then for me, I'll say my favorite movie that he was in would be Traffic from 2000.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that would be my favorite because I really like that movie. That was like a really good movie. And I'm I'm gonna cheat on this one, but my underrated of his is gonna be Better Call Saul.
Oh, that's like exactly the same. That's hella
So I'm
funny.
saying it, I'm cheating, but it's all good, man. It's all good because
That's
it is
just
the
hella
same, but it's
funny, man.
different.
Same exact thing, but that's cool, man. Yeah. But he was in a lot of shit, man. He's a
He
good
was.
actor. He's a good actor.
Exactly. I'll say a notable mention that I know of him that he did was Donovan. He did Ray Donovan, the series.
I don't know that one.
Oh, you never heard of Ray Donovan, like the series?
I
No.
never saw it. I never
Oh, okay,
saw
but
it.
you heard of it, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
heard of it. I just never saw it.
yeah. I've seen like parts of it. I couldn't really get into it, but I know if I actually tried, it probably might be really good because Ray Donovan. I guess it was like a serial killer or something, but he. Oh no, Ray Donovan was a fixer for the Hollywood elite. He was the go-to guy
Uh-huh.
that the city's celebrities, athletes, and business modules call to make their problems disappear. It was actually a pretty good
Okay.
series. It was a pretty good series.
Never saw it.
Yeah,
So I
I
don't
think
know.
you would actually like it. Yeah, it was like before. Yeah, it was a good series. I think you would like it. And also he was Stephen Bauer was also in Primal Fear with Richard Gere. He was in that one.
Yeah, those are one of my favorite movies. That'll be on. All right. Actually, I would think I had that on already
Yeah, I think.
because that's with Edward Norton.
I think so.
Yeah, that's what Edward Norton and Richard Gere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I
Yeah,
think
you
I
have that
explained
one
it.
on.
Yeah, because that was one of my favorite movies.
Yep. I do remember that one.
That's definitely one of my favorites. I forgot he was in that.
Yep. Hell yeah, brother. All right. Well, that is our movie of the day. And if you didn't hear, it is Scarface. Shout out to the 27 people watching. Let's move on to some crypto news for you guys. Let's see what's going on in the markets right now. Let me pull up the charts really quick for you. Let's see here. All right, guys. So right now we got Bitcoin. It is sitting at 80,747. It is down 1.30. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, it is sitting at 1,545. It is down 4.26%. Our fear and greed index is at fear in the 21. So it kind of went down a little bit from yesterday and all the hype. And it is right at the cusp again of extreme fear. So yeah, if you guys wait a couple of days, it might get back into extreme fear. It'll be a great time to buy again. Usually on the weekends when the stock markets are closing, crypto kind of goes down a little bit. So over the weekend might be a great time to buy, especially Saturday night. Besides that, your global crypto market cap as a whole is at 2.56 trillion. It is down 1.94%. Your top 5 trending coins, we got number 1, XCN. That one is up 56%. Holy moly. Number 2, Baby. That one is up 4,992%. Number 3 is Ergo, AERGO. That one is up 60%. Number 4, we got another one called Baby, and that one is down 23%. And number 5, we got WeMix, and that one is up 32%. Your top 5 gainers of the day. Number 1 is Ton Token. That one is up 1,400%. Number 2, CatX. That one is up 1,086%. Number 3, we got Trump Meme. That one is up 699%. Number 4, we got True with a double R, so TRRUE. That one is up 576%. Number 5, we got Pepe MAGA, or MAGA as the acronym, and that one is up 563%. Notable mentions, number 7, Beer. That one is up 480%. I like to go over funny ones or just ones I know. Number 11 is the GameStop coin. That one is up 397%. Number 12, Grok. That one is up 332%. Number 18, Stupid Coin. That one is up 175%. Besides those, let's see if there's any other funny ones or notable mentions. I don't see any other ones that I would mention. Oh, number 50, we got Titcoin. That one is up 27%. And I think that will be it for that. I like to go over the top 100 to see if there's any like funny or ones I can mention. But yeah, that is that. So yeah, just hold on, guys. Don't sell, don't panic. Wait for the weekend to hit, and I think you'll have a great buying opportunity for some of these tokens. All right, let's get moving and let's get into. Oh shoot, I just erased it on accident. I kind of went halfway, but oh no, I didn't. Never mind. So let's get into today's weather for you guys. Let me. Or I'm sorry, this is going to be for tomorrow's weather, but that's going to be for April 11th, and I like to just go over the average day highs for you guys to kind of get you guys prepped. We do know you guys like to travel, or you guys do travel, so we want to prep you to make sure you're going in there. You're going to be dressed dressed for the occasion. So your coldest spot tomorrow, it looks like it's going to be Buffalo, New York. It's going to be 41 degrees and raining. And your hottest spot tomorrow, it's going to be Phoenix, 101 degrees and partly cloudy. Going from west coast to east, where we're at in San Francisco, is going to be cloudy at 65 only tomorrow. LA, it's going to be 86, partly cloudy. Seattle, you guys are going to be at 54 and partly cloudy. Boise, you guys are going to be at 69 and cloudy. Salt Lake City, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 83. While Las Vegas, you guys are going to be at 97 and sunny. Billings, Montana, you guys are going to be at 79 and partly cloudy. Denver, you guys are going to be sunny at 84. Albuquerque, you guys are going to be sunny at 85. El Paso, you guys are going to be sunny at 93. Kansas City, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 66. Oklahoma City, sunny at 78. Dallas, you guys are going to be sunny at 82. While Houston, you guys are going to be sunny at 88. And San Antonio, you guys are going to be sunny at 91. Then we got Minneapolis. You guys are going to be partly cloudy at 57. Chicago, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 48. Detroit, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 51. While Cincinnati, you guys are going to be cloudy at 49. And St. Louis, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 57. Memphis, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 66. New Orleans, you guys are going to be sunny at 80 degrees. Miami, you guys are going to be partly cloudy, 81. Tampa, you guys are going to be sunny at 82. And Jacksonville, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 83. Atlanta, you guys are going to be raining, 63 degrees there. While Charlotte, you guys are going to be thunderstorms, 62. Washington, D.C., you guys are going to be raining at 50 degrees. New York City, you guys are going to be raining at 49 degrees. And last but not least, raining in Boston as well. It's only going to be 44, and that is your average day highs for tomorrow, April 11th. Let's move on, and let's get into astrology for tomorrow. So starting with the first house of the zodiac, and this is for April 11th, Aries, which is also my sign. Tomorrow, Aries, walking for wellness enhances circulation, but wearing the right footwear is essential to prevent discomfort. Payment delays may lead to penalties, so timely management is crucial. At work, unexpected disruptions may occur, but your adaptability will help maintain progress. An old family rivalry might resurface, so staying neutral will prevent unnecessary conflicts. A scenic drive will help you relax and appreciate your surrounding. And let's get into Taurus. Taurus, some of you may find your work efficiency to be much more better than before. A deep sense of contentment fills your home, making it a day to cherish. Taking care of elderly family members ensures their well-being and longevity. Monitoring online transfers for accuracy and security will help prevent financial errors. Your journey today promises excitement and wonder, whether you explore nature or a bustling city. Gemini, your ability to handle crisis strategically will highlight your leadership skills. Your presence brings a calming effect to family dynamics, making tense situations easier to navigate. Identifying potential health concerns is beneficial, but it won't always prevent emerging issues. A steady flow of income from multiple sources strengthens financial security. Group discounts for travel can be useful, but ensuring everyone agrees on plans will help avoid confusion. Then we got Cancer. Morning exercise boosts energy levels, but warming up is crucial to avoid strain. Clearing unpaid bills on time will help maintain a strong credit score. A work-related task may take longer than expected, so allocating extra time will be beneficial. A cherished family tradition will be more meaningful tomorrow. Packing travel adapters ensures that your devices stay charged wherever you go. Then we got J sign, Leo. A mindful approach to food will keep digestive issues at bay. Structured financial planning makes budgeting easier and sets the stage for future stability. A proactive approach to learning will keep you ahead of industry trends. A minor misunderstanding with a sibling may arise but will resolve quickly. And travel photography may be fun, but don't forget to enjoy the moment beyond the camera lens. Then we got Virgo. A leadership opportunity at work could arise, giving you a chance to showcase your skills. Seeking advice from an older family member may provide clarity on an ongoing concern. Daily self-care routines contribute to inner peace and emotional well-being. An unexpected financial opportunity may present itself, so consider it carefully. Travel gadgets can be useful, but avoid overpacking unnecessary tech items. Deep cleaning a property before moving in or renting out will leave a great impression. Then we got Libra. Addressing health concerns early will prevent them from becoming bigger issue. Reviewing subscriptions regularly will help you manage finances efficiently. Your strong work ethic will strengthen your credibility and long-term career security. A spontaneous change in plans will bring excitement, requiring slight adjustments to family schedules. Now we got our Scorpio. A casual visit from or to a parent will bring both lighthearted conversation and emotional depth. Travel with a group requires coordination, ensuring everyone's preferences are considered. Core strengthening exercises will support your posture and daily movement. Financially, a boost in income is expected, bringing positive news, and a team collaboration at work may require extra coordination, but it will yield productive results. Sagittarius. Inner calmness will help shift your perspective in a positive direction. Smooth debt settlements will give you a sense of money empowerment. A well-structured schedule will ensure efficiency and productivity. A teenager's mood swings at home may require patience and understanding, and a road trip to tomorrow will bring new experiences and joyful moments. Capricorn. Planning for health insurance will provide security and peace of mind. An unexpected financial reward may brighten your day. Taking responsibility as a leader at work will help build trust and credibility. A significant event might present a few hurdles, but embracing a positive mindset will help you navigate them smoothly. Journeying tomorrow promises excitement, whether through the thrill of exploration or the joy of the experience itself. Aquarius. Emotional stability takes time, but even small progress is meaningful. Reviewing financial trends will help strengthen profit strategies. Changes in office policy may require minor adjustments in your workflow. A fun family activity will bring lightness to the day. Capturing sunrise shots during travel will make for stunning memories. And renting property requires clarity and agreements to prevent future issues. Pisces. Your holistic approach to health is flourishing as you embrace nourishing habits. A minor banking error may temporarily impact funds, so stay alert. Professional recognition from peers will boost confidence and career growth. A family gathering may bring reunions along with subtle tensions. Real-time weather apps will keep you informed for a smooth travel experience, and exploring high-demand properties could open doors to lucrative investments. All right, guys, that is our horoscopes for tomorrow, April 11th. Let's move on. Shout out to the 34 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. And let's get into Jay's conspiracy of the day. What you got for us?
Kind of similar to my one the other day. Do you remember the one I did the other day
Yep.
about
Egyptian
time travel?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very similar. This time travel stuff really gets me, bro. So I was doing some research and I saw this thing on the Menai Strait. Do you know what that is?
No, never heard of it.
So the Menai Strait is like a strait. It's in the UK between some islands over there. And basically, December 5th, 1664, there was a ship that sank where 81 people had died. And there happened to be one survivor. His name was Hugh Williams. Very next 100 years about in December 1785, in the same area, the Menai Strait, a ship sank in the exact same spot. Everyone died except for one person. I'm sure you could guess the name. The name was Hugh Williams.
Yeah.
Pretty weird, right? We got almost not 100 years later, but about 50 years later, August 5th, 1821. They're going through the Menai Strait again, right? You have another ship now. It sank in the exact same spot. Once again, now you have one survivor. I'm sure you can guess what the name was, right?
Yeah.
The name was Hugh Williams again. And then about another 50, 60 years later, you had a coal barge that sunk in the same spot. And that was August 19th, 1889. This time there were two survivors. You want to guess their names? They were both named Hugh Williams.
Damn.
I don't know when it comes to loops, but remember how I was talking about loops in the time travel the other day?
Yeah.
This is very similar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously, this dude keeps coming back to somewhere in the Menai Strait to fix something. Clearly. Because he's going back to the same place each time to break the paradigm. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it is. I've never been. I'm not from that area, but there's something that's going down there that he kept trying to fix. I don't know what, or looking for something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's some trippy ass stuff to me, man. Whenever I read stuff like this, obviously I've been on the time travel hype lately. But yeah, Hugh Williams. Remember that name?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it tripped me out, man. And I was, like I said, since I was on the time travel hype, the other one was Elon Huck. This one was Hugh Williams.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, man, are you serious, bro? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so I was trying to look on the map, and I was seeing like, okay, there, like I said, this is a little strait, Menai Straits between these islands. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I wonder what the hell he was trying to do there. I'd have to obviously dig in and do way more research, but why go back to the same spot each time?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy that each time ship sunk. You know what I mean? And everyone died besides Hugh Williams.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, the type of stuff be tripping me out, bro.
They should have just named the whole damn boat next time Hugh Williams, and then they probably
Probably go to the right.
Okay.
You never know, man. That could be, that could be present day stuff.
Right.
The Hugh Williams, going through the Menai Strait. The Hugh Williams, that'd be kind of funny, actually.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, that type of stuff trips me out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been on that time travel hype though lately. Before I was doing all the religious conspiracies. Now I'm doing the time travel ones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll all tie in together eventually.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like it'll all tie in together. But yeah,
definitely.
that's the one I wanted to do today.
Cool. So all right. What do you think we should do, Jay? Should we play that other trailer for what?
Why not?
Or should we do it tomorrow for Effort Friday? That's kind of what I'm kind of trying to do.
Oh, you could do that. You could do that.
I guess I'll do that one
because you said it's Sinners, right?
Sinners, yeah, that's the name of it.
Yeah, I never even heard of it. So
okay. So
we'll
we'll
play
do
it tomorrow
for Effort
Why not?
Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That'll be better.
That's not a bad idea.
We already gave him Top Gun today anyway. You know what I mean? Top Gun number 3 out of all the things.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So that's kind of cool. That's gonna be nice to see if they do. I mean, it's already in the making, so they're gonna come out with it for sure.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that is us and our segment. we're pretty much done here. We just wanted to give you guys a shout out one more time. Shout out to the 35 people watching. And before we leave, we want to leave you with some words of wisdom. And Jay, what are your words of wisdom for the day?
I usually go very stoic, but today I'm going. Since we're watching Scarface, I'm going a little more money. So this is a Warren Buffett quote, by the way. I will say, until you can manage your emotions, don't expect to manage money. And I went with that because, like I said, obviously, the whole investing thing we always talk about. And I'm watching Scarface.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's what I'm going with today. And it's very true because, like I told you, people that are very emotional, they make very careless decisions when it comes to money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be really locked in and not emotional when it comes to money. It's just money. It's just paper.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be treating it all like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Nice. Yeah, and to kind of go off of what you're saying, since we did talk about emotions yesterday, we had a good chunk of talking about it.
That's what I mean.
Let me see, what can I say to you guys? So I guess as we close today's episode, remember this: true mastery in life begins when learning to manage what's within before trying to control what's outside. Your emotions and your money both are powerful forces. When unmanaged, they can control you, but when understood and guided with intention, they can become tools for peace, purpose, and prosperity. And I guess one thing that I like Lao Tzu, he says, "He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still." And there's also a good quote from Dave Ramsey. He says, "You must gain control over your money, or the lack of it will forever control you." And one quote that I did see that I really liked as well is, "Emotional discipline is the highest form of intelligence. Wealth is not what you earn, it's what you keep and grow with calm intention." So guys, when you align your heart and wisdom with your finances and make it as like a purposeful thing, abundance is going to flow, not just in your bank account, but in your spirit as well. So stay grounded, stay grateful, and keep learning the art of balance, because that's where your real power lies. And Jay can tell you about balance all day and night because he's all about it.
I'm always balanced, man.
Exactly. So that is our episode for the day. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like always, health, wealth, and happiness. That's what we preach, and that's what we live by. And we will be back tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time for another episode of your Average Day Joes. So see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, guys.